Kevin McCloskey, Ricky Portella coming to you from A.M. Prim Stadium. The Warriors just took care of business 38-3 over the Rockingham County Cougars. Ricky, the score was a little, I don't know, in the first half it was a little tougher than this. Kind of like we expected. It was I won't say a hangover effect, but a little bit sluggish in the first half before the Warrior train got rolling.
Well, and we touched on this last week, and we talked about how for the rest of the season we just need to take care of business. And I thought, as you mentioned, we came out a little slow in the first half, but just sort of persevered, I guess, and just continued to grind it out, and came out big in the second half and took care of business.
Yeah, and let's talk about the season. This is the 2015 season, but the season's broken into chunks. We kind of had the quote-unquote preseason with our non-conference games. Then we got into the early conference. We had the home stretch, the main stretch with our two huge games where we split 1-1. Now we're in the home stretch. We've got a series of 4 games counting tonight, games that we're going to be favored in. We really need to run the tables. Then we'll enter into the final season of playoffs. And I think by the time the Warriors got some guys that are dinged up, they get these guys back healthy, I think we're going to make a deep run.
Well, first thing is you have to continue to take care of business and win those games, run the table, as you said. And then we need to start getting the Rodney Ways back and the Rascos back and the guys that are banged up that may not have played tonight. We need to start getting them back. Let's just say the last 2 games of the season, so they can get so they can get some pad work, so they can get ready for the playoffs and then be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah. Tonight's game, 38-3, it was kind of methodical in a way. There weren't any huge major plays. There weren't any huge momentum swings. It was kind of just like take care of business, beat on. We finally took it over. Some guys tonight starred that aren't typically stars. We got Mende Carlton, won the Cox Toyota Player of the Game. We got Mark Wheeler, won the Cox Toyota Hard Hitter of the Game. We're going to talk to them in a minute. And then we had an unsung hero, the guy you never hear about, you never talk about unless he messes up, Jacob Christopher, I think he was 4 for 4 on extra points tonight, and a 42-yard field goal. Pretty amazing for a high school kid.
42 yards is big. The good thing he works hard, and he's a junior.
Yeah.
So you like that. So he'll be back next year. And like you said, the good thing about a game like tonight is if you're scouting Western, you see other players that get into the mix. So now you can't concentrate on Darius or Trey or whoever else or Casey. Casey had a big run at the end of the game. Now you have to concentrate on Mende, or you have to concentrate on Jake or someone else. So it makes it a little bit more difficult for those teams that are down the road to concentrate on our top players.
Yeah, Ricky, I think that's a fantastic point. I think last week when we got behind Eastern, we kind of just we went to what we knew. We went to Trey, we went to Darius, and nothing wrong with that. They're our superstars. But we got other playmakers. We've got a Mende, we've got a Jake, and now we've got a Jacob. So that was good. It's a good night when your reserve kicker gets in the game, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, next week we're going to be heading over into Guilford County, the eastern part of Guilford County, to play the Wildcats. Not having a great year, but I'll tell you what, they always scare me, Eastern Guilford.
Well, they're very athletic. They always have great-looking athletes, and I don't expect any different this year. We're going to have to come ready to play. We can't slip up anymore. So we're going to have to be ready to play and take care of business and then move on.
And without exception, another big crowd tonight for homecoming. So, guys, I say it every week, and I just implore you to please come out to Eastern Guilford next week. You've done a great job this year. Don't slack off now. We need the crowd on the road. So, Kevin M., Ricky P. signing out. 38-3. We're going to talk to some guys now. Have a good weekend.